Daily Show. Condor Calabasas here. Let's get right into it. We got some hilarious cringe for you today. Um, there's likely to be a little bit of spoilers. Very, very limited for the game Mouthwashing. I've never played it before. I don't know anything about it besides what is mentioned here, but when I'm talking minor spoilers, we're talking about a bad thing that a character does in the game. Alright, so that's it. Alright, you ready to watch or not watch? Okay, great. Fantastic. Alright, so girl gamers, as usual, fucking total incel, man-hating, fucking deeply misogynist subreddit. Mouthwashing fandom disgusts me so much I had to leave the sub. This shit is fucking hilarious, man. The thing that's so fucking funny about this, just right from the get-go, is white men are supposed to have the fragile egos, right? I thought I thought white males were supposed to be the fragile ones. I thought those white male fragile ego was like a whole thing. What the fuck is this then? Why aren't we talking about the fragile feminist ego? You know? People, I assume they must be children. The projection of a feminist woman saying this is too fucking funny. Like, look at witches versus the patriarchy. You have fucking, like, 60-year-old women thinking they're witches, dude. Fucking children, bro. Like, one of just like the fact that women are in general more intelligent than men, men in general are more mature than women, objectively speaking. How you like that, feminists? Welcome to equality. At least I fucking hope so, because their behavior is concerning. This is what I feel like every single time I see a fucking feminist say anything. People are drawing pictures of a literal rapist, a fictional rapist, but yeah, with his victim as if they are happy and in a relationship because the character raped the victim and got her pregnant, and apparently taking responsibility is getting into a relationship with the victim and raising their child together. The victim legitimately hates the rapist. He verbally abuses her and sees her as less than a person. Now, this is feminist, so we have to take this with a grain of salt. I tried to do my research here on mouthwashing itself. I think that was actually me highlighting the mouthwashing trailer. But yeah, I didn't see anything to indicate. I read like 20 reviews and I didn't see anything to indicate that this was a thing, but I didn't see anything to indicate this wasn't a thing. So obviously with the feminists, we're going to give her the benefit of doubt and say that this is probably accurate, but you know, feminists love to fucking lie and they know how privileged they are and that everybody fucking believes insecure women. Now that was bad, but even worse, now there's a very concerning individual role-playing as a rapist and people are thirsting over him. You mean women are thirsting over him? Women are thirsting over him. Notice how that works? When when feminists have a problem with men and it's just men doing it, it's always men. But if feminists have a problem with women doing something and it's just women they have a problem with, it's people. They always refer to it as people. A group of people. Interesting that. You mean women. So you're an incel. This is one of those misogynistic incel subreddits where she's fucking just outraged that women fucking are super horned up for this rapist character. I understand liking villains. Wrong. Oregon did an amazing job with the character in question. They make you hate his guts, and he never redeems himself. But liking a literal rapist so much that you draw thirst trap fan art make collages of him with hearts all over it, and then fucking role playing as him. It's sad, and I'm certain Wrong Oregon isn't disappointed in these people. No one cares. Like this is such an insecure, dumbass, loser thing to say. Oh, the game developers doesn't like you. Like, this one fucking loser. I have this picture of. It's not here. I typically have like a picture of Solid Snake or whatever, or Venom Snake as my profile pictures, because you know I'm a fan. And I got this fucking dumbass telling me that like Hideo Kojima would probably hate me. Like, first of all, the fuck makes you think I give a shit whether Hideo Kojima would like me or not? Just because I like his games doesn't mean I give a fuck what he thinks. Second of all, what the fuck makes you fucking think I give a shit what anybody fucking thinks of me? Like, what a stupid ass pussy shit. Oh no, a game developer's disappointed in you. Well, fucking your life is over, I guess. Anyways, this is where it gets fucking hilarious. This is where it gets so fucking good. I could go through the comments of this, but let's be real, it's just gonna be some fucking insecure cringe. Alright, so this is the mouth-washing subreddit, what she's referring to. This thread here is people just talking about Jimmy, the character. There's nothing special about him. He's no super villain or monster from hell. He's just a fucking dude who messed up and did shit like any other glorified criminal, fictional or real life. They'll let William Afton and Jeffrey Dahmer fans off the hook, but God forbid I include Jimmy in a conversation about a game that's literally played in his point of view. J. Diddy gets a giggle out of me from time to time, but saying, sorry you had to draw jambalaya on a masterpiece is a bit much. His actions were unforgivable, but so were the actions of much worse characters who are fan favorites. Jimmy was written beautifully effed up, and we need to act like it. It's weird that he censored fuck when he said fucking before, but whatever. Anyways, this one particular comment I just love so much. I'll be real, this is, clearly a fucking woman with self-esteem. It's a lot more fucked up to be a fan of Jeffrey Dahmer, a real-life serial killer, pedophile, and rapist than it is to be a fan of a fictional criminal. 100%. I know way more about psychology than all these fucking losers. I know way more about self-esteem than all these losers. There's nothing I know of when it comes to psychology or self-esteem that would indicate that there is anything wrong with liking a fictional character like this. If it's if we're talking like the character's literally only known for being a rapist, if that was like literally his only trait, he didn't do anything else, didn't say anything, he was in no other scenes, and that character was worshipped, then that could definitely be a sign of some like fucking delusions, a mental illness. Acting like he's the sexiest dude on earth, and all these fucking women like getting wicked horny over him. That's a little bit fucking weird. That suggests like these women need to see a therapist. But yeah, other than that, like it's pretty rare that there'd be anything. So this total incel comment that these girl gamers post, like it's totally delusional. It's misogynist. It's incel shit. Anyways, what's so fucking funny about this is how no one mentions Donna Hylton. Literally a woman that is worshipped for being a rapist. On March 20th, 1985, Donna Hylton and three female accomplices drugged and kidnapped 62-year-old Long Island real estate broker Thomas Vigilaro. Jesus Christ, sorry. At the behest of Luis Miranda, who thought Vigilia had cheated him out of 140 grand, $140,000 on a mutual con in which the two allegedly sold shares in New York City condos and pocketed the money. The kidnappers held V prisoner for 15 to 20 days. During that time, 3 men and 4 women, including Donna Hylton herself, starved. Donna Hylton starved, burned, beat, and sexually raped this man, and tortured the white man. Raped several times. It doesn't say here, but he was raped several times. Among the other acts, V had one of his testicles crushed and was sodomized with a 3-foot-long steel pipe. According to her memoir on April 5th, 1985, with Hylton asleep in the next room, V died of asphyxiation. Three days later, his body was found locked in a trunk in a Manhattan apartment. Why would I mention that, right? Why would I mention that? She is literally the most worshipped feminist in the history of feminists. Look at this. I love this so fucking much, dude. This is fucking hilarious. Criminal justice and women's rights activist Donna Hylton was incarcerated for nearly 3 decades, and now she is turning her pain into purpose. No mention of the rapes and the murder. Today, she's on a mission to support women and girls who have been impacted by intersectional trauma that she is all too familiar with. Because she did it? Because she's a rapist and a torturer? Funny how feminists will literally worship trash like this. No mention of how she's a rapist. No mention of how she's a torturer. No mention of the sexual assault and burning. fucking raping a man with a 3-foot metal pipe. During her time in prison, Hylton started a pursuit of activism and worked hard to earn multiple degrees, earning an associate's and bachelor's degree in behavioral science and master's in English literature. Fucking incel. She shared how she made friends with a young woman named Helen who was sick at the time. That motivated Hylton to advocate for her and even went on to help and open long-term hospice care at the prison. As an abuse survivor, no sane abuse survivor would want anyone like this to be associated with them, like them. I can tell you, I guarantee you, anyone who's actually survived abuse, at the nicest, would tell this woman to kill herself. At the nice, that'd be the nicest thing that they would say. This woman deserves literally everything she did to that man. Every single bit of it, and more. Hylton and her team have worked tirelessly to support girls and women, including trans women. There it is. There it is. The left-leaning. This is what I hate about being left-leaning. Oh, dude. Oh, it doesn't matter that she raped and murdered somebody. She cares about trans people. Oh, well, that fixes everything. Who are often overlooked. I think white men are often overlooked, considering this whole article is about a white man being raped and murdered. And there's no mention of the white man being raped or murdered, or the rape or murder. Weird that. By getting legislation passed, launching a housing initiative, sharing relevant resources, and creating career opportunities. Yeah, also raping and killing. So, murder, literal murder. Blah blah blah. She launched a new program in New York called Lighting the Way. I'll be Google searching this and sending them all sorts of fun emails, I think. And she actually looks like a rapist too. Like, what a shock she rapes men, dude. Like, look at her, dude. Fucking hell. Spoke at the Democratic National Convention in August 2020. So she 100% was there at the DNC. Weird how they talk about this. Yeah. Yeah, mostly true. Good. This is not like a total sociopathic website. She spoke a few words as a participant in a pre-recorded video, but was not a featured speaker. So, doesn't make it fucking difference. She still worshipped and was asked to fucking speak. Somebody, unless, if a rapist and torturer is allowed to speak at any kind of situation like that, that is women worship. That is women privilege. That is the privilege gap between men and women. And according to feminists, that is what we call the matriarchy. Well done, feminists. You fucking played yourself. For those who don't know, she was sentenced to 25 years in prison for torturing a man for 20 days and murdering in cold blood. Okay, good. Good, mention the rape. I was gonna say, if he didn't fucking mention the rape, I was gonna be pretty pissed about that. How do you get 25 years for torture and murder? The whole point... Yeah, women tend to get 0 to 7s, and she took a plea deal. As a Yeah, as a proclaimed feminist, well, see, this is why I can't stand feminists, because, like, as a humanist with self-esteem, that should be it. That should literally be it. Imagine if men worshipped Brock Turner. Imagine a bunch of men's rights activists worshipped Brock Turner. Imagine that. Huge fucking difference. I am honestly appalled that Donna Hylton was invited to speak at Washington at the Women's March. Yeah, that was that was another thing I totally forgot to mention. She's worshipped by feminists because she's actually asked by feminists to speak at the Washington Women's March. I support reforming criminals back into society, but her statements about her crimes don't seem very remorseful. Would it really matter? This is what I hate about being a man. This is what we call the privilege gap between men and women. Imagine if Brock Turner fucking sounded remorseful. Would we give a shit? No, we wouldn't fucking care. Fucking incels, dude. This is the privilege gap. We don't treat men this way. She did not bring up her crimes in her speech, even though she said she was speaking from the perspective of a formed female criminal. Yep, a man would definitely have to mention that. Imagine Brock Turner not mentioning that he was attempted rapist. Yeah, big difference, right? He's an attempted rapist versus Donna Hylton, who actually raped several times and tortured and killed, murder too. But no, no, no. If she seemed remorseful, that would be totally fine. This is what we call the privilege gap. Blah 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 blah. She even seemed to refer to her prison as a way she was victimized as a female. Exactly. Totally privileged incel women. This is the thing that blows my mind. Is like statistically speaking, black women have more privilege than all white men put together. All women put together, including black women, still have more privilege than all white men put together. Objectively speaking, according to fucking facts. Look at police brutality, homelessness, fucking literally every example of fucking oppression, you stupid fucks, man. I can't believe people even consider disagreeing with me on those facts. You look that up, dumbass. Look it up. I don't understand why she's being treated as a feminist activist leader, because feminists are a bunch of rapist fucking incels. That's why. For some reason, her internet presence is extremely filtered, but apparently there's a film being made about her. Oh, I would love to fucking see that. Anyways, I could go through all these fucking links. Yeah, one of the speakers at the 2017 Women's March on One. This Snopes is fantastic. Look at that. In 1986, I was sentenced to 25 years to life for kidnapping and second-degree murder. Look at how she reduces that completely. The kidnapping is kind of like, I don't even think anyone really gives a fuck about you kidnapping a man. Second-degree murder, no, it's just, you just murdered him. No need to lie. You helped in the murder, so you murdered him. And the rape is kind of the thing that people are upset about. My lifelong journey is one of my many emotional and physical prisons. Oh, honey, she's such a victim. Feminists are such victims. I understand why they relate to this, being a rapist and a victim. Victim complex with a rapist, that combo. I went from an abused child, so was I, but I don't rape people. Weird that. Weird how women are so privileged that being abused as a child is like seen as this like huge fucking devastating thing. But when I mention that, I get a bunch of feminists telling me I deserve to be abused. Funny that. To repeated rape victim, yeah, you're the rapist, not a rape victim. You were never a victim of rape. No need to lie to us. To a desperate teen mother, to solitary confinement where the boundary of my world was 6 by 10. That's what you get for being a rapist. It's a story of tremendous pain and suffering. Yep, that white man you raped and tortured and murdered. Hell of a story of pain and suffering. Story about love and freedom and hope, survival and sisterhood and redemption and forgiveness. Nope. I can tell you as the only people who are gonna forgive you are incel feminist women. Women with self-esteem, actual abuse survivors, people who don't lie, have victim complex, lie about being raped like this woman did. We won't be forgiving you at any point, Donna Hylton. You literally deserve what you did to that white man. Since my first day, black woman privilege, by the way, this is black woman privilege. I've been talking to politicians, to violent abusers like yourself, to teenagers, to personal. Holy shit, this person was allowed to talk to a fucking child? To prison officials, to victims like the ones you killed and raped, to students, to tell my story and the thousands of stories belonging to women not free to speak because they are silent behind bars or dead. You say women, but when you say silence behind bars or dead, that could only be referring to the victim, the white male victim, which, as far as I can tell, that 60-year-old, 2-year-old man did not identify as a woman. He identified as a man, so I believe what you meant to say is the thousands of stories belonging to men not free to speak because they are silenced behind bars or dead. Alright, that's the video for today. I believe I thoroughly fucking roasted these fucking incels, which is just, it's too easy. This is the thing, like, far-right conservatives are more intelligent and more mature than feminist women. I have to try harder and do more research and think more when I'm arguing with every other group of people on the planet. Feminists are the only ones where I can just mention Donna Hylton and they can have a fucking mental breakdown because of it. I cannot do the same thing with any conservative. I cannot do that. Even the most extreme far right conservative, I cannot do that. Think about that. Alright, Fragile feminist ego. Anyways, thanks for watching. I fucking love this video. I'm obviously going to be doing this for the rest of time. I love roasting these incels. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, the usual shit. Appreciate you. Peace.